Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you are. I pray that this video finds you in peace and that you know that the grace of God is with you to cover you. I am TC McKoy, and I am the author of God of the Wind, Reading Purpose Prayers. That book is in pre-order right now. You can go to godofthewind.com, learn about me as the author, as well as pre-order your book. I know it will add to your life. It did to me the entire process. And so please go ahead and pick that up for your just to add and increase your life. I also am known as Miss T, and that is TEA. Okay. And that's because I pour tea. I love beauty. I think about beauty as being something that flows from the inside out, but I am a licensed esthetician, so I do cater to the outer appearance as well. And I do have an event coming up, Miss T, and I do have a co-host that I am collaborating with. This is a Girl Glam Live virtual makeup series. The introductory class is Minding Your Beauty Makeup Essentials. It's going to be held on September 18th. And it's 2 sessions. You can choose one or the other, 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. You also have the opportunity to join as VIP, which affords you a more intimate session and lots of other little goodies after each general session. So if you choose the 5 p.m. session, for instance, there'll be a VIP session directly after that, and the same with if you choose the 8 p.m. So I want to invite you to go to the website, and that is beautyspatalk.com. And beauty is not B-E-A-U-T-Y. We pour tea. So it's BEAUTEA spatalk.com. I look forward to seeing some of you there. It's going to be a great experience for the ladies. And we're just going to have fun, teach you some things, and empower you as well. So that is that. That's Miss T. And then I am also, of course, Prophetess Tiffany, Prophetess TC McKoy, and I give the word of the Lord. I love giving the word of the Lord. It's what I was born to do. It was what I was born to do. Okay. So that is why I am here. I was called here to YouTube to speak. That is what the Father told me to do. And so I've shown up here to do that. I am not a graduate of any seminary, theological school, Bible college. One day the Lord will afford me the opportunity to do that, and the time and the provision to do that, but I have not done that yet. So I cannot say that I speak from anything other than just things that the Lord shares with me based upon my ability to understand the word and what he is speaking for this moment in time, and for the people that I am to speak to. So without further ado, I want to make sure that I welcome those of you who are just visiting me for the first time. Now that I've gotten my introduction out of the way, feel free to leave a comment and let me know who you are. Email me to Mrs. TC McKoy, and that's MCKOY, Mrs. TC McKoy at gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you and just getting to know who you are. And I want to thank you for coming to my channel, watching this video and hopefully others, and getting prayerfully whatever it is that you need to get for this day to move you forward in purpose and destiny, a more fulfilled and joyful life. Yes. So I am here to just share something really quickly with what's on my heart as I have been preparing for the makeup event. A lot of things have shown up for me, and God always takes me back to his word. I just believe that is where it starts. It starts with him. He created us. He even created the woman, okay? And he gave us the things that we need to even create makeup. He did. So someone opened their mind to the Father's creativeness and inventiveness, if you will, and created these different things. I wanted to say tools, these different tools that we use to enhance our image. And so this is the okay. That's how real beauty is to me, and how it ties in to everything that I do. So if you will please just walk with me for a moment through this, we will not be before you long. It's about time for mama to get a new wig, so y'all work with me. Y'all know I'm gonna just be me. But anyway, so I'm gonna get into this word because my little one is over here and gonna need some attention soon. And excuse me if you do hear anything in the background. I would like to just deal with a little bit of the woman today. And I think that this can also resonate with men, but more so with women. And I want us to understand that having confidence in ourselves, our self-image, self-love, self-care, you wouldn't think so, but it's important to the Father. I know it sounds crazy. I didn't make this up. I did not make this up. The Father wants us to be more confident. I think about Moses. Moses had an issue. He wasn't confident. And because of that, he was very powerful in leading people out of slavery, out of captivity. He was very powerful in getting them to the place where they could see their promise. They didn't have to believe it anymore. They could see it. They could literally just kind of reach out and almost touch it. They knew at that point, listen, this is us. But Moses missed out on that promise. He didn't have confidence. I think about Saul. Saul, he didn't have confidence, y'all. He didn't believe that he could be a king, and he was this tall, great man of stature. But he had a problem, and I think that played a part in his fall, in the way he made decisions, and how he looked at the choices that were presented to him. Confidence is important to the Father because of that. Because if we are not confident, we're not able to pursue what he puts on our hearts to pursue with everything that we have. With every resource that we have, with every word on the inside of us and every experience, we're not able to go after it if we don't have the confidence in ourselves to do so. And I began to meditate on that even more. And then the Lord began to open up to me Genesis. He began to open up to me how we tend to not only shy away, but it says something about God when we don't believe in ourselves, because he had the hand in getting you here. He had the hand in creating humanity. And so a lot of times our lack of confidence comes in our visualization, in our being able to see our downfalls, our weaknesses. But God had that in mind when he created humanity. You think he didn't know? We're talking about God who created everything. He knew the proclivities of being a human being in the earth. He knew the battle of being both human and spirit. He knew this. And so I want to say we don't really have the right. Because when we do lack this confidence, not only do we judge ourselves, but we judge the Father. That is not okay. If you need help understanding the proclivity, if you need help and need deliverance out of it, if there's something that's just not coming together for you, whether it's in your mind, spirit, soul, emotions, mentally, whatever it is, ask the question and get in conversation with the Father, but do not deny the greatness that he's put on the inside of you. Do not deny the assignment that's been given unto you. Because if he gave it to you, he gave it to you in mind, everything that you are thinking of. Everything that you think of that hinders you, that slows you down, that makes you want to turn your head and not look at what God is showing you, all of those things he already had in mind when he placed the assignment on your life. And this doesn't have to be a deep assignment. It doesn't have to be a prophet. It doesn't have to be a minister, a preacher, or anything spiritual from that aspect. It may be charity. It may be raising your kids. It may be being a wife to your husband or husband to your wife. It may be being a great daughter. I saw the other day a post about, I think it was Marlon Wayans, and he was talking about how the Lord called him to be a great son. And he was confident in that. Okay, he didn't say the Lord, but clearly, y'all know God is in everything for me, okay? It was but that had to be an assignment to flow through Hollywood and have all of the opportunity that you do when you have that type of life and choose this. That's an assignment. And that woman birthed greatness out of her loins. Surely she needed to be cultivated and nurtured and poured into and kept and maintained. And that was his assignment. But being confident in the assignment is when God can begin to bless you, bless your work, bless your family. And it shows up in how it blesses others and whoever God means for you to bless. But we cannot continue. And I am saying we. Anytime I get on here, I'm talking to myself too, because I am not perfect. I have days, I have moments, I have seasons. But I have learned to look at where I am and not try to rush past it, not try to ignore it, but really look at what's happening. Because when we look at it, that's where we can begin to create something that opens up a level of understanding and growth for us to be able to become more confident in who we are and in what we are to do and in the God who put it all in place for us. And so I want to encourage you. I could go, I have so many notes here, but I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here. And so the word of the Lord is, be confident. Cast not away your confidence. And do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed of the things that you struggle with right now. Do not be ashamed of the things that you struggled with and that you have overcome. Do not ever be ashamed of the things that may show up tomorrow. Because the God who placed this assignment on your life saw all of this. He saw all of this before your beginning, before you even knew that there would be an assignment for you. He saw it all. He knew it all. And so I need you to be confident in your God, to be confident in your Creator, to be confident in your purpose designer. Be confident and do not be ashamed. And as you seek Him to be confident and leave shame to the side, goodbye, shame. Shame for what? Y'all say turn down for what? I say shame for what? Everybody is going through something. Everybody has gone through something. Everybody will go through something. Everybody has overcome something or some things. And all of us are still overcoming other things. Shame for what? Adam and Eve were shamed. They covered up what God created. They hid themselves from their Creator. And that is the sin. Eating, we all gonna eat. But what are you gonna do as the Lord exposes you to knowledge? What are you gonna do with it? That is where God was saying, I don't know if you're ready for that. I don't know if you're ready for that. I don't know if your humanity is able to handle that yet. Let's spend some more time together. We don't know if God would have ever even exposed them to that. We don't know. Listen, I come to the word and I'm open. I'm not closed because there are some things that we do not know. And we have to leave room for that even as we begin to translate it and understand it and take it into our hearts. We don't know. God may have said, okay, now I will elevate you. Now you're ready. But my question is, what will you do with the knowledge? Will you hide yourself and be ashamed now that you have the knowledge of who you are and the greatness on the inside of you and knowing, but now also knowing that you have this going on and you struggle with this over here? What are you going to do with the knowledge of who you are? I encourage you. I want you to feel empowered to get in conversation. Listen, I don't empower you to go and do a task. I empower you to get in conversation with the Father who is always waiting to get in conversation with you so that He can share not only who you are, but the provision that He's made for you, the grace that is over your life to do what He's called you to do. Listen, I ran from being a prophet for 22 years. I did. I was afraid of the fall. I'm gonna let y'all sit with that. That's a whole nother video. I was afraid of the fall, so I ran and I hid. And just like Adam and Eve, in a way, I was put out of the garden and I struggled to maintain life. But when I became a total yes to God, and it starts here, it doesn't always show on the outside to you or to others. But know that when you become a total yes to God and say, okay, I'm not confident. Okay, I'm a little ashamed, Lord, of this that happened over here. When you can become a complete yes by saying, listen, this is what is going on with me. This is what it is, God. but I'm going to be a yes. You're going to have to help me with all of this stuff. I don't know how to get to where you're telling me to get to. I don't know these things, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you yes and say, I trust you. Work it out, walk it out. I'm here. I'm here. I'm being real with you. This is where it started for me. And when I did that, I was able to walk into the garden again. I was able to get back into my rightful place with the Father and know who I am and be confident and unashamed. Listen, that's the life I'm trying to tell you. Babies, if you know anything about me, I'm going to tell on myself first, because I have no qualms about it. I have no issues with it anymore. Why? Because God called me anyway. God calls me to come into this earth anyway, knowing what I would deal with, knowing the things that I would do. But I am here, and it's by the grace of God. And so I walk it out. I walk it out with him. So go and be great, unashamed, and confident. I love you to life for life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. And until we meet again, make sure you eat good. Make sure you feel good. Make sure you look good. And in the least, feel good about how you're looking. Listen, there are things on me, honey, that I could not tweak this morning, okay? Because she was staying in the bathroom for 3 hours tweaking stuff, but I ain't have time. I got a 2-year-old. I'm trying to serve here. I got other things coming up this evening. And I said, I got to get on here, though. So we did what we did. I need a new wig. I'm going to just be honest with you. But we go on. We feel good about, I feel good about how I'm looking. I did a whole message just from that little. Listen, and more than anything, make sure you be good. That is first, okay? I love you so much. Know that. And know that God is with you, that his grace is with you, and it's there to cover you. It's there to cover you. Be confident, unashamed, and be great. All right. I will see you soon. And make sure that you go hit up godofthewind.com, and beauty, BEAUTEA, spatalk.com. You can find me in social media under any of these. God of the Wind, Beauty Spa Talk, TC McKoy. It's all there. Bye, y'all. Yes, baby.